New on CuriosityStream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on CuriosityStream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Out of the way we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3692. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Montgomery. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best foods to eat for a midnight snack. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room Shot of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click. Clack.
Drink. All right, here we go. Washington man decides to get car insurance a half hour after he crashes his car. Then a strange story about a woman who went into a coma after going to her local bar. Memphis man steals woman's car, tries to sell back to her for $3,000. A footbridge opening in Mexico is a blooper reel deluxe. And someone stole the glazed and confused donut mobile. No. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. Today is the day that we play Big Dummy, a game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category. You know I'm getting there, man.
I'm anxious.
I know. It's that kind of day. Ted's excited about some stuff. We'll spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. Now, here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. So far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Danny, who thought cocktails referred to testicles and found a way to answer 16 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Big contest to play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. You can like The Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to themensroom@KISW.com.
New on CuriosityStream.
From time to time, we have collisions between asteroids and the Earth.
We track them. We study them. We hope the big one never comes. Don't look up. It's Asteroid Rush. And alligators. They rarely get sick. They even outlasted the dinosaurs. Could they hold the secret to human longevity?
Their blood could have antibacterial applications.
Wade into the investigation on immortal alligators. Watch now on CuriosityStream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, all of it, Cholas, thank you so much for listening to the Men's Room Podcast.
And thanks to our pals at the Advocates Law Firm for being great partners. Yes, even you, creepy Kyle.
Seriously, though, if you'd been injured as a result of somebody else in your car, on your bike, walking across the street, talk to our friends at the Advocates Law Firm and let them help you out.
Yeah, they're the best injury lawyers around, and they want to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Plus, your first consultation is free.
It's simple. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All of it, Cholas, away we go. Welcome to Season 17, Episode number 3692. What a large and a charged program we have for you today on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous day outside.
Taking it in, man. Wow. Too bad we didn't take the day off. We're just out there, man, having fun in that, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, guaranteed future repeat today. Head chefs in the house, Ted's Meat and Potatoes, with the best foods to eat for a midnight snack.
Correct.
Assuming these are foods that don't sit on your gut too heavy.
Yeah, they help you promote sleep, but honestly, a few of them are pretty good. You probably eaten them before you went to bed.
Okay, all right. Well, there's certain foods that make you sleepy, so I'm going to guess like ribs, you know?
Yes, that
mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's number one on the list.
Ribs
is a barbecue, ribs, and mac and cheese right before bed.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, you want to get tired, man, just go to a barbecue place. That'll do it to you every time. So the best foods to eat on a midnight snack coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And as we do every Monday through Friday here at 6 o'clock, we'll head over exclusively to the Odyssey app for the Men's Room Happy Hour and episode number 183. Today we get into a little dirty Big Dummy, as we do when we play Big Dummy. If you don't have the Odyssey app downloaded now, it's free. Then search for the Men's Room Happy Hour channel. That only goes live at 6 o'clock when we go for a little more Men's Room at 6 o'clock Monday through Friday. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We will spin the category wheel. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummy so far this year has been the lovely Danny, and it took her 16 questions to get one right. And as we do every time we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. The last time we asked, in comparison to your skin tone, is your genitalia darker than, the same as, or lighter than the rest of your body as far as the color of the skin? And as we put the poll up on Twitter at Men's Room Live, here are the results. 9% of you said that your downstairs area, the skin tone was lighter than the rest of your body. So 9%. Believe it or not, 42% said it's the same, which is amazing to me because we don't get a lot of sun here.
Right.
So typically, you know, you would think it would be lighter. I think that plays into it just based on where we are geographically.
Maybe.
How much sun we get. Same as at 42%. Darker than number one, 49% of you. So about 50% of the population said their genitalia area is darker than the rest of the body.
So look to your left, look to your right. One of them, their genitalia is darker than the skin they're showing you right now.
And the other,
can
for the most
you guess
part,
who's who?
And the most part,
I'm like raised by it's me, dude. No, it's me.
And half of you say it's the same. So there you go. All right, today we're going to get into a little food as the head chef's in, Ted's Meat and Potatoes. In honor of that, we're going to eat some food today. Basically, you have to eat one. No questions asked. You just have to pick which one you want to eat and get it over with. The first thing we have for you is a deep-fried turd. Now, it is a turd, but we've tried to doctor it up a little bit, so it's going to be a deep-fried turd. That's option number one. Option number two, in honor of Ted Smith, is a spoonful of pus. So... yeah, all that stuff that's dripping out of you, I will put it in a spoon. Just got to take that down.
I just switched my bandage. I almost just came in and went, look, see, this is the color.
Dude, no.
Well, Miles was so inquisitive yesterday.
Well, you know, I like zits and stuff, but I've never had one of these things before. I just think it's like a super zit. But you said it won't pop.
No, it just slowly seeps out.
It is on its own schedule, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But yours pops, right?
No, they break, but it doesn't pop.
Okay, all right.
Right? So some...
Because you said at one point in time...
Picture it's the size of your pinky, right? Mm-hmm. And say where your pinky nail is.
All right.
Like, that part will break open. But then all the stuff that makes your pinky as big, like all of that is ooze out the opening does not get bigger.
Yeah.
It's not, right? And you don't mess with it because it hurts so bad.
So option 1, deep fried turd. Option 2, spoonful of pus. Number 3, a human meat taco.
See, I'm in.
Human meat taco. I don't know if you want
long pig, long pork. What is it?
I don't know if you want it ground.
Long pig.
Long pig.
If you want it kind of more of a carne asada style. Or it's more
I'm thinking like pulled pork.
Fajita style.
Yeah, I would try to go fajita style. I think, by the way, I just read this the other day. Mike, I believe I shared this with you. They said if you took every human being on Earth and ground us all up, sort of, I don't know who did this study, to create one giant meatball, right? So this is a meatball made of the 4 or 5 billion people, 7 billion people that live on this planet, right? I don't know the width of it, but they said it would stand approximately, I want to say 3 times the height of the Eiffel Tower. That's every human being on Earth.
Wow.
One giant meatball.
I'll be darned.
I'm so glad someone took the time to do that study.
The voice in my head says that it was 1 kilometer.
It was 1 kilometer. Yeah. Wide or tall? Or I guess it's all the way around, right? So one is the same as the other. It's a ball.
It says right, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now, you know more about this.
My bad.
Than any of us, Mike.
I felt stupid just as soon as I said it.
You've experimented with a lot of those Beyond Meat products, correct?
I have indeed.
Is it just the hamburger?
So Impossible actually does have basically like a ground beef. You know, you just buy a pound of it if you'd like. I'm sure Beyond has the same. So you
have a Beyond bacon or anything like that?
Yeah, they have sausages. They have. They might have a bacon. I'm not positive. But
here's my question:
they have a bratwurst.
They got a brat.
Okay, so why can't they just do human so we can get an idea what it tastes like?
I'm sure there's some countries they would.
Beyond Human? Just
Beyond Human.
Well,
no, Beyond Human would say you want human, but we have found a plant-based that tastes just like people.
I'm just saying, just so you could find out what it tastes like. Or would that turn people into like,
Well, that means somebody's got to be sitting there tasting it to figure out how to match the taste.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, it's just going to taste like pork.
I go to Papua New Guinea.
It's going to taste like pork? You think we're going to be porky?
Papua.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. There's certain, like, my buddy was from Okinawa.
Okay.
And he was saying some of the, like, there was a term they used to humans, and they referred to them as long pig. Because we're just taller.
I figure we'd be beef. All right. Human meat taco is your third option. And number 4, that would be the booger wonton. It's a wonton, and it's filled with boogers.
Is it fried or is it steamed?
How do you like your wonton?
If it's boogers, I'm going fried.
Fried?
Is it like... Oh, you said wonton, not raccoon. All right.
Ragoon.
Well, you can't
if there was cream cheese. If there was cream cheese in it, like, bugger me up.
Are we adding anything? Because somebody asked, is the, is the turd breaded or battered? And I say, your choice on that. I mean,
however you like it. I mean, beer batter.
Cornmeal.
Sure. I mean, battered is battered.
Egg wash.
Tempura.
We're also already getting disturbing responses on Twitter.
About what now?
One guy said, if the human meat's cooked right, you'll never know. I want to be like, how do you know?
Exactly. That's why I wanted to try the Beyond Human burger, just to see what it would taste like.
It's people.
So, by the way, the poll is up now if you follow us on Twitter.
It's people.
Men's Room Live. Yes, exactly. All right. Game is up, Big Dummy. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dirty Whores. Liquor and whores. Matt, are you sober or not sober today?
I am sober.
All right, Matt. Welcome to Big Dummy. Men's Room poll, you got E1, deep fried turd, spoonful of pus, human meat taco, or a booger wonton.
You know what? I love wontons. I'll try the booger wonton.
Booger wonton it is.
Aggressive, I like it.
Think if I had a son, I would name him Booger Wonton.
There's a couple of boogers out there. Booger McFarland.
Sure.
I know Booger McFarland.
There's another booger. It's a guy playing in the USFL now. He's a defensive lineman.
Booger.
Booger something. Yeah.
Booger Jr.
But the same kind of thing, man. Just a big, fat black dude, looks happy all the time. I feel like if your nickname's Booger, you're a happy dude.
I want it to be your legal name.
Yeah. All right, Matt, here is your question. In the fine country of France, what type of fruit is framboise?
Can you repeat that?
If you're in France, what type of fruit is framboise?
I'm going to have to say I have no idea. I have never studied the French people and their food.
Well, guess a fruit.
An apple?
What do you think,
I'll
Mike?
say tomato.
No. Mike is studying his brain.
I'm going to say a grape.
No.
How about a banana?
No. Believe it or not, it's raspberry. Raspberry. I believe
Say it
it's
again?
a framboise. You probably see framboise.
Right.
Right? That's
the
your
drink.
giveaway.
Yeah.
That's exactly
All
it, right? But I never knew how to say it correctly. But once I saw it, I'm like, aha. All right. Your question, what is the state capital of Connecticut?
Connecticut. I have never been up there. I don't know.
Hazard a guess.
We know it's not Bristol.
Well, now he knows it's not Bristol. I bet you he did not know it was not Bristol. Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford. Okay.
All right, your question.
And without ESPN, nobody would know Bristol.
No. You're 100% right. If ESPN were not in Bristol, Connecticut, no one would have heard of Bristol, Connecticut unless you live in Bristol, Connecticut.
Right.
All right, what is the first element on the periodic table?
Oh, man. Oh.
Come on.
First element on the periodic table.
Yeah, man, it's number one.
We're number one.
We're number one.
Iron?
Wow, no.
Hydrogen.
Yes.
Even I know that. Is it time for my yearly joke?
You have a hydrogen joke?
You have a hydrogen joke?
Well, just...
I love Breaking Bad, so I should know that.
Oh, it's very noble of you.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Noble gases joke.
I'm glad we waited we get to wait a year for that to show up again.
Can't wait for the next time.
Yep. Next year, next January, catch me out there doing hydrogen jokes.
Is hydrogen one of the noble gases?
Oh, Christ. Tell me about it.
Probably
Right.
not, but I don't know.
I think that's helium, boss.
What's the difference between a noble gas and non-noble gas?
One's been knighted by the queen.
Thank you, Mike.
I am Sir Helium. All right, here's your question. What musician revealed that he employs a full-time, salaried, personal blunt roller that he pays more than $50,000 a year for?
Is it Wiz Khalifa?
Ooh, that's
Not
a
a
good
terrible
call.
guess. Not a terrible guess, but Snoop Dogg.
That was my first guess, but I decided Wiz.
It probably just seemed too obvious.
So rewinding here for a
Yeah.
minute, noble gases are characterized by low reactivity, low boiling point, melting and boiling point close to each other, very low electron activity, high ionization energy, usually colorless and odorless, and gases under ordinary conditions.
Okay, now we know.
Okay.
Sorry I asked. All right, your question. A man in Wales, he just set the Guinness World Record for the most number of bars visited in 24 hours. I don't know if he was trying to do that or if he's just that guy. But how many bars did he visit to break the bar crawl record? Was it 26, 47, 54, or 61?
I'm going to go with 54.
54.
Look,
24
man, I've been
hours.
thinking
So-
about this for a couple... All right, you're going to ask the same question. How many... That's a lot.
It's a lot, and I assume that you can't just visit the bar. You have to have at least, one drink?
That's what I'm
guessing,
assuming. You got to
right?
have a pint in there, right?
Probably a pint, not a shot, because you could do, right, just slug it
Yeah.
down. So, yeah, probably a pint per bar. So, yeah, in 24 hours, 54 bars. He's getting it. Really, man, it's only like
I'm pretty sure
a little
you-
over 2 bars an hour.
You just need to drink something. You need to order one drink per bar. So that does not necessarily mean it has to be alcoholic.
Oh.
They had a list of some of the things he consumed. Like a couple of places he just had an orange juice. But then the next place he would go,
okay.
he would get a Guinness. Then the next place he would go to, he would get a shot of Jack Daniels. The next place he would go to, he would get an apple juice.
Well, let's face it. If you only could get alcohol, no one's going to. You're not making 54 bars.
What's amazing is the concentration of bars in the area where he had to go. That there's that many bars that he could potentially.
He's in Wales.
He'd potentially
Right.
gone to like 70 some bars in that area. So he just kind of mapped it all out each time.
Well, I think, too, like, people didn't understand. Like, that's a big difference between pubs and, like, in America, we're used to bars, right? And bars generally are pretty big. But, like, pubs, I mean, they're just, like, some of them are just, like, the basement of some dude's house, and it fits, like, 8 people.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to go from, like,
right.
like, Miles, me and you live in very bar-populated areas. But they're still pretty spaced out.
Exactly.
As opposed to just going from, like, an apartment to a garage.
By the way, someone here just says to add to the noble gases. They act that way because their outermost electron cloud is complete and cannot bond to other atoms. But we knew that. Come on, man.
They're single. Game is Big Dummy 206-421 Rock.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Sean, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Sober, sadly.
That's all right. Welcome to Big Dummy. Sean, our men's room poll, eat one. Deep fried turd, spoonful of pus, human meat taco, or a booger wonton?
I never thought I'd answer human, but all the other ones are so disgusting, I gotta go with human taco.
Human taco. All right.
Well, when you say it like that, it's not quite as bad.
All right. Corn or flour?
Here, I would... Now, normally I would say flour.
For pork, we're corn.
But I think I want to go corn. I want something crunchy with my human. That's my thought. I prefer...
So you're going hard shell corn.
I'm going hard shell.
Because I never go soft shell corn. That is just, I don't like the taste.
Like
That's why I always go flour. Soft corn.
To me, if I'm going like the little small corn tortillas, the tacos have to be pretty authentic.
Yes.
Yeah. You mean the soft corn?
A little small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't take those either. I don't know what.
Oh, really?
I mean, I understand that authentic does have corn tortillas. That's why I know that I like fake tacos.
No, I'm with you. I love flour tortillas. I'm just like, in a lot of places that are good taco places but aren't super, like, I'm with you. When you eat their soft corn ones, like, this tastes weird.
Yeah, I don't like the taste. All right, here is your question.
Also, you know what? We're not authentic.
What do you mean we're not authentic?
I'm not Mexican.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But are you going to split hairs if I'm eating human taco?
Oh, no.
You're going to say, like, Thrill, that is not authentic taco.
I'll see a leaf of cilantro on there nowhere.
Yeah, like, listen, dude, I'm fine with it being human, but the flour tortilla?
Come on.
Weird.
Have a little respect.
Weird.
All right, your question. In what city was Leonardo da Vinci born?
I'd say, I guess, Florence.
Not a bad guess. It's going to be annoying when I tell you. Leonardo da Vinci was born in Vinci. Hence his name is Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Right, it's part of his name. Literally, this is Leonardo from Vinci. Yep, so Leonardo da Vinci, born in Vinci. All right, what type of animal is a wahoo? Is it a fish, a reptile, a bird, or a mammal?
Bird?
That was my guess as well. It is not a bird.
Fish?
It is a fish.
Yeah. I think they're in Florida.
Do people eat wahoo? Is it an edible fish or something you just fish for?
I think you eat the wahoo.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
What?
It says here, yes.
It is an edible fish.
Yes.
I told you.
All right.
It says it's flesh that is comparable to the king mackerel.
All right. I heard your question. What character does actress Alicia Goranson play on the TV show The Conners?
What was the character's name again?
The actress, her name is Alicia Goranson. Who does she play on the TV show The Conners?
Wow, I have no clue.
Let me guess.
Did she play the ant?
No, that's somebody. Laurie Metcalf plays the ant. Who's the chick that plays Darlene? I can't think of her name. She used to be on The View or
Sarah
whatever.
Gilbert?
Sarah Gilbert. So that's why I broke it down. So Alicia Goranson, the one who no one's ever, her sister Becky.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't watch that when it came back.
I didn't either. It's okay. It's not bad. It's fine. It's a good time killer. All right. What type of drum has vibrating wires across its bottom? Much like me right now.
Damn, you guys are asking some tough questions.
Oh, you've seen
only to you, dude. We knew you could take it.
I have no clue.
Think of the different types of drums. Hazard a guess. One that has
I can't name it. Bass drum? I don't.
It's a snare.
Snare drum.
Snare. Question 5.
All right, question number 5 for you. This NBA team currently is up 2-1 in the NBA Finals.
Oh, thank goodness you guys finally asked. This is for Ted Smith. It's Boston Celtics, baby.
It is Celtics.
More of Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Oh, fiddlesticks! What, Wilbur? We just got hit and I think my back has all been out of shape.
You gotta talk with those whippersnappers at the Advocates Law Firm. They're the best injury lawyers around.
What? Pipe down, Clarence! Abner's telling me about the lawyers and the advocates. So what happened to you, Abner?
I was walking across the street with the light when some young punk came screeching around the corner. I lost a toe.
What? Shut it, Clarence! If you get injured, the advocates get results.
AdvocatesLaw.com.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dummy!
Hola. Hola. Aaron, are you on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
I am on Team Sober currently.
All right, Aaron, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our Men's Room poll.
Thank you.
You gotta eat one. Will it be a deep-fried turd, a spoonful of pus, a human meat taco, or a booger wonton?
And you guys made these choices a little gross today, but I think I'm going to have to go with the human taco.
Human taco.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Do you want it fajita style? Do you want ground meat? What are we looking at?
Yeah, like is it like a dad taco?
I'm really into fajitas, so I think fajitas would be the way to go.
All right. I wonder if you have a Mexican restaurant, right? And every time someone walks by your table with the sizzling fajitas, everyone in the restaurant turns around and looks because it smells so good. What do you think the smell would be like if the sizzling meat is human?
Like pork?
You think it'd be similar? I guess put the right spices on it.
I'm going barbacoa.
Ooh. All right. Man, I'm in the mood for person now. All right, here is your question.
It's man meat.
What was it? A true manwich?
Oh, yeah. Miles is in.
Oh, no, we call this, normally we have Sloppy Joe's. Today we have a Sloppy Jim.
So I'm telling you, man, like the Impossible Burger, just so we can try it.
All right, your question. What was the last war that the U.S. was involved in where the U.S. officially declared war? So we've had a lot of conflicts, but what was the last war that the U.S. was involved in where we officially declared war?
The Gulf War.
World War II. World War II, yes.
We were more there in support for the other countries, correct? As far as like Korea and Vietnam and all that.
Yeah, everything else was support. No, nothing was officially declared a war, so they called it a conflict, right?
Yeah.
All right.
They also used to end.
What's that?
Wars.
Yeah, wars end, conflicts go on and on and on, right? All right, what tools variations include mill, gearhead, and impact driver?
Oh, wrenches.
Socket wrench?
Drills.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I thought he was close.
I read this last week, and I'm like, I've got 2 drills in my house. I don't know what kind of drill it is. To me, a drill is just a drill. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Man, I feel like an idiot. I should have known that one.
Technically, it's just an electric screwdriver. The drill's the bit.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
So the only part of your drill that's actually a drill is the bit that you put into
which you have
the
a driver.
handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I was told that when I bought my drill, and I was like, "Hey, I got a drill." They're like, "Oh, actually."
Was that like your father telling you that, or was that the people at the store?
Oh, that was the people on the comment section.
Oh, of course, of course.
I got a Black & Decker.
Electric screwdriver.
Yes, it's not a drill anymore.
Went DeWalt.
DeWalt, yeah. Well, good stuff.
That is. I don't even know what mine is, to be honest. Call
yourself a man? The brand of your electric screwdriver?
I don't know the brand of my electric screwdriver. All right, here's your question. Prior to driving the snakes out of Ireland, but after serving aboard a pirate ship, what was St. Patrick's profession?
Was he a shepherd?
Not a bad guess. Priest.
Yeah. Priest. And if you grew up Irish Catholic, you know a Father Patrick.
My kid's school, it was Father Patrick. He's not there now, but he was the guy that was there when we got there. All right, here's a real upbeat question. In this case, it is a multiple choice. Malaria, pneumonia, tuberculosis, or murder. What did Casper the Friendly Ghost die from?
Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay, can you please repeat the options?
Malaria, I'll even add an option. Malaria, pneumonia, tuberculosis, murder, or even autoerotic asphyxiation. What did
I want it to be that.
It was definitely autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, damn, so close.
Tuberculosis?
Pneumonia. It was pneumonia.
Because he was out sledding when he wasn't supposed to, and then it got too cold outside, and he just never came back.
Are you making this up, or are you telling us the truth?
This is from the movie, yeah.
Oh, you watched the movie?
Yeah.
So what happened?
He was alive at the beginning of the movie?
No.
They show him dying?
He told the story of him dying. Like, part of the movie was him remembering how he died. Like, when he died, he didn't have any
So he
memory.
didn't have a hat on, like his mom told him to wear a hat outside.
Exactly.
He goes out to sled run.
Snowing outside. He goes out to sled. His parents had already told him to go back inside, and he ran out there in the dark, and he's just sledding because he was having such a good time. Got pneumonia.
This is what we do. We need to write the script for this now, the prequel to Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Okay.
And I mean, it's going to be a horrible NC-17 movie, man, where we see this nice little kid just die.
That's right.
Because he's not going to just get pneumonia and die. Like, he's going to get trapped in a frozen lake for like 30 minutes. It's going to be awful, man. Fight off a couple bears, wolves rip off his leg, but eventually he dies of pneumonia, and then the Casper we know can pick up.
I've been told by the voice in my head that this is a good idea.
It is.
They like it.
Would you not go see that? If they said, look, we're making Casper. It's stupid.
I would.
Yeah. But like the grisly death of Casper. Start working on that tonight. All right. Your question, Sirhan shot and killed which Kennedy?
Oh, not junior, so senior.
That doesn't really...
Robert Kennedy.
RFK.
Robert Kennedy, thank you.
I want to make a different movie. In this universe,
Casper?
Casper died, but he's not friendly anymore.
What happened to him?
He's just kind of
Why is he...
He's a jerk, man.
Yeah,
But I guess if he didn't die, he wouldn't be a ghost.
I mean, who's out there sledding by himself? A kid who's a jerk and is lonely, has no friends.
just randomly.
Ooh, that is a good angle on it, right?
Randomly
he just
tripping
wants
people.
to go sledding because when he saw the other kids sledding, they didn't want Casper to join.
Right.
They're like, F you, Casper, you bald bitch.
Right.
Bald bitch.
That's a good Casper callback.
The kids were me.
Generally, I don't know that Casper's a great name.
It's not.
Right.
But he's Casper the Friendly Ghost. There's Casper Mattress. It kind of ends there.
Yeah.
Casper von Beethoven.
I feel like every time I heard Casper, it was like Casper looking...
Right. If someone uses the term, I have an idea of what you look like. All right, here is your question. You got a 50-50 shot on this. Which has 6 sides, coffins or caskets?
6 sides.
Mm-hmm.
Casket.
Coffin.
Coffin.
The coffin's the old school one that like
that Dracula sleeps in.
Yeah.
Because he's
Question number 7.
I was going to do a kind of meme, a coughing thing at you, but it looked bad.
That does look bad.
Right.
Does Casper get buried in our movie? Coffin or casket?
Coffin.
You can give him 6 sides?
Casket's too nice, man.
That's
Remember, he's a jerk. We're confining him to being a friendly ghost for the rest of his eternity.
He's choosing to be friendly because in real life he was horrible.
That's right.
He killed neighborhood pets.
Like, we need to curse him in death so that he stays alive as a ghost.
Wasn't even a kid. He's a little person.
Yeah, He was actually a dwarf, and as a ghost, he's passing himself off as a kid to see if he can make friends.
Now he's forced to be friendly now.
That big ass head.
Casper looking.
Oh man, I want to see this movie. All right. Your question: pantothenic acid is better known as what vitamin?
Fish oil. I don't know.
Let's say vitamin C.
That is absorbic acid is vitamin C. Retinol is vitamin E, maybe. In this case, it is vitamin B, specifically vitamin B5, but I would have accepted B. All right, here's a question for you. How many annual federal holidays are there in the United States?
Is that 11?
Wait, what was your guess?
12?
All right, let's start again. We got New Year's Day.
Correct.
Then we have Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Correct.
Then we have President's Day.
Yes.
3. The next one would be, well, we just had Memorial Day. 4.
Yes.
4th of July.
Oh, you already skipped one.
Oh.
You racist ass.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Right.
5. What was that? 4 or 5?
That's 5.
5. 4th of July. 6.
Labor Day.
Labor Day 7. Thanksgiving 8.
Christmas.
Christmas 9.
Christmas Day.
9.
Did we miss Columbus Day?
You got New Year's Day, MLK, President's Day, Memorial Day. And yes, I took the time to write these down because I knew exactly where our discussion would go. After Memorial Day, Juneteenth, followed by Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Columbus Day.
Mm-hmm. So
we don't get a day off, though.
A lot of people do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a federal holiday, man.
So, like, companies just pick and choose which ones they are going to...
No, legally, it's a federal holiday. You are off that day.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking Columbus Day off then.
Goddamn right we are. It's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. When is it?
I don't feel like we've ever gotten Columbus Day off, though.
I don't know.
Is that still a federal holiday?
I don't know.
I believe it is.
Which one now?
Columbus.
No, they turned it to Indigenous Peoples Day, if I'm not mistaken.
Jesus Christ.
Either way, I don't think we get it. We're just saying, Miles and I are like, why did we get that day off?
Right. Because a federal holiday, or at least federal holiday, if it's a bank or anything federal, right? You don't have to worry.
Indigenous.
All right. I just discovered this one today. Now, Cookie Monster's first name, we found out, is Sid. Mr. Snuffleupagus, I just found out today, his first name is Aloysius. What is Big Bird's first name? Is it Arthur, Roy, or William?
Craig.
Roy.
Okay. You got it.
Okay, so here's where we got messed up.
All right.
Indigenous People Day or Columbus Day is no longer a federal holiday.
Okay.
But Thanksgiving and then the day after Thanksgiving, as they're calling it now, Native American Heritage Day, is a federal holiday.
So Thursday, Friday,
right, that's 2
separate days. All right, there you go.
I also, look, I'm going to bang this drum right now. I've been saying this for years. July 4th this year is on like a Monday or something.
Is it Monday?
You stay up to watch fireworks. We get off New Year's Day. Why don't, give us the 5th. I'd rather work on the 4th and then have the 5th off.
Right, because most of them, I mean, look, you eat all day with your buddies, but you're right. If we had the 5th off, knowing that the fireworks are the thing, then on the 5th, we do a lot of eating, drinking, all the rest of that stuff.
Well, the good news is, just based on how the NFL did their thing on their part, soon that Monday will fall as a federal holiday. The Monday after the Super Bowl will be Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
President's Day.
President's Day. So at least
they finally, right,
that will fall into place based on what the NFL did, but it still works out.
We've done it for years.
Benefit,
It's like, we want that Monday off because people are getting drunk. I mean, you don't even have to like football. It was a big, big, big party day, man. Finally.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROUND.
Guess who it is, Ted? James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. James, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, James.
Delivering that beer.
Okay. All right, James, you get to eat one. Will it be a deep fried turd, spoonful of pus, human meat taco, or a booger wonton?
Judge me all you want. The only thing you're listing there that's edible is a human. So I'll take the human taco.
On behalf of people everywhere, thank you. That is very kind of you to say.
See, I think I don't know.
What are you thinking?
I might go spoonful of. It's between spoonful of pus and booger wonton.
No!
Yeah, because it's just one bite. I can just pop it in and swallow it.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, man. Look,
I mean, like a
here's my
turkey, I gotta
thing.
eat it. I gotta cut it.
One bite.
I gotta smell it.
But I think the thing with people is there's a chance it tastes good.
You just,
You know what I mean?
But you know what you eat.
It might not. I'm okay with that.
All right.
It would not bother me if I ate a burger. Like I'd be like, okay.
right.
If you served it and it tasted good. All right. Here is your question. In what country is Machu Picchu?
Mexico's too easy. I don't know. Mexico?
Mexico's too easy.
Is it Peru?
It is Peru.
Peru.
We're getting a lot of love on this Casper prequel idea.
Yeah.
People are like, you know what, man? I'm kind of digging this. And somebody points out, and Miles, you turned me on to this like last week or something, the Winnie the Pooh kind of post. So what's the name of the kid that Winnie the Pooh hangs out with? Like
Christopher Robin.
Okay.
Christopher Robin.
So apparently they're making a movie, I guess, and Christopher Robin has like gone off to college or something.
Away to college,
Correct.
So now Pooh
That movie already came out.
and one of his did it already come out?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I saw the previews for it.
It's already been
Obi-Wan
made.
Kenobi plays Christopher Robin.
Get out of here.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a different movie. That's
okay.
I think it's
They're doing
called
a different
Christopher
one.
Robin, where he has grown up and now he's gone back to the 100-acre wood and he ran out all his friends.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor plays Christopher Robin in that movie.
Well, in this case, Winnie the Pooh, I guess Christopher Robin has left he and one of his buddies, but now they revert back to their animal instincts.
Well, it's him and Pooh, right? They're left on their own to fend for themselves.
and
So they
Pooh kind of
revert-
goes full bear, right?
They revert back to their animal instincts.
Yeah, so it's Winnie the Pooh like killing bitches. You know what I'm saying?
I'd watch that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the first time I've been interested in Winnie the Pooh since I was like 6 years old.
Right?
All right, here is your question. What is the Italian term for pasta that's been cooked until it's slightly firm to the bite?
Al dente.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like how you say it like a drunk man. Does anyone, real quick, do you know what al dente translates to?
Firm.
Firm noodle.
To the tooth.
To the tooth.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
I don't know, man. Pasta's so weird. Because there's pasta the way I grew up eating it, which was just spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Right, that was it.
Then there's you meet Italian people who are like, no, you got to do it this way and that way. And then you meet people from Italy that are like, what are you boiling them for? Cook it all together with the sauce in the pan.
Basically, it makes a difference.
Yeah. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Ryan, are you sober or not sober?
I'm on my second shot top, not sober.
Okay. Welcome to Big Dummy, Ryan. Okay, you get to eat one deep fried turd, spoonful of pus, human meat taco, or a booger wonton.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the meat that Arby's doesn't have, human taco.
You don't know that they don't have it. It might be on the special menu. Have you ever asked? Do you guys have long pig by chance?
Fair point.
By the way, somebody here regarding eating person says, I wonder if white people taste different than black people. Based on a video that Mike showed me today, I would say that black people are very sweet to the taste. Oh. Did you see that?
Yeah.
God damn.
That's just anybody who drinks Kool-Aid, man. You need a lot. It's one cup.
Look, you need a lot of sugar. They don't need that much sugar.
You do not need as much sugar.
But as somebody who just cooked boneless, skinless thighs last night, I think there is going to be a difference in the flavor.
I think just based on what I hear people say, oh, this is my diet. Like, okay, one's going to taste a little more natural, I guess you could say. The other one will be a little saltier, a little sweeter.
Yeah, I think you and VD would have distinctively different flavors.
There is. Well, he is grass-fed, right? You know what I mean?
Well, more so than that.
He's like Wagyu beef. You massage VD for a little while, he would make a delicious taco.
How about male and female?
Yeah, you would think.
Would there be a difference there?
Is there a difference in pigs? Do we eat male or female pigs? I know cows, right? You eat bulls, you don't eat cat. Well, you can eat
We only
cow.
eat chickens. We don't eat rooster. I don't know what a rooster
Well,
would
we
taste
do eat
like.
rooster, yes. We do.
But I mean,
we do.
I've never thought about that, the sex of a pig that we eat.
I think it's different uses for them. So, yes, we do still eat both the male and female, but I think they go to different places. Like when it comes to cattle, female cattle have a softer meat, so that's where you get all your steaks and whatnot. The males are a lot more tough.
Sort of ground up and
Pretty
thrown in and
much,
stuff.
yeah.
So do you think then if my human taco, if it's like, look, we're doing it in strips like fajita, I would ask for the female, right? Because it's bigger strips. If it's going to be like a ground beef taco, then go ahead and give me the dude.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, for Ted's barbacoa, it's got to be a lady.
Are there any freaking cannibals out there that can help us clear this up?
That are willing to call in.
Yeah, exactly.
Please, clear this up because we don't know. All right.
You know what, Mike, you're right. If I'm making barbacoa, it's going to have to be a female.
Okay.
Apparently, most of the pigs, when it comes to pork, the ladies have it.
If you have a,
when it comes to pork, the ladies have it.
If you have a bite of human meat, is that illegal? Is that illegal?
Yes,
it is.
There's a law. That's why Mike Tyson went to jail.
There's a law.
There's definitely a law against cannibalism.
Well, that's a lie. That's like
we're pretty clear about that. But if you didn't know, right? So Mike does a barbecue. Mike knows he gave us human. We do not know that Mike gave, but all of us consume the same amount of human. The cops show up to break it up. Are we still in trouble?
Yeah. No, because we were spiked. You call that spiked. Right.
You know, you're
spiked
right.
your stuff.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, question for you. What is the Hunchback of Notre Dame's name?
Wow. I have no idea. I'm going to say James.
He's not quite a moto.
Quasimodo. All right, Ryan, hang on the line for us, man. We'll get back to you.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.